Hey, and welcome to the Winning Daily Show for April the 27th. We don't have a huge slate of stuff to do today. A little bit of tennis, little bit of soccer, little bit of NBA, and a couple Major League Baseballs, but it's just not a deep field today. But there are some picks to be had, so we'll get into it. We'll start out, of course, in tennis on the ATP Tour. The women's tournaments kick off, I believe, Thursday, so we should have some more picks for that tomorrow. It looked like there were already some better matchups also for the men's side of things on Thursday. But we'll go into Wednesday morning. We're going with Hugo Humbert plus 1.5 versus Marco Ciccintillo. Really like Hugo here at plus 1.5. He was a struggle on the clay at Monte Carlo. He cost us a little bit of money there. But I think with the week off and a little bit more practice on the clay, he should be able to handle this pretty well and get by this opponent here. He did get a bye, so he should be fresh off a week's rest and a bye into the second round of this tournament. So we're going to ride Hugo, who had a really, really solid hard court season before we shifted into the clay here. But I think Hugo is going to be much, much better on clay here than he was that first tournament at Monte Carlo. That's all we got for the tennis today. But Hugo plus a 1.5 is our play today. Next up, we're going to the NBA, and we only like one game here as well. We're going to take the Dallas Mavericks plus 5 versus the Golden State Warriors. They didn't start out that road trip too well, losing to the Kings last night. But I think this is a little bit too high a spread here for the Golden State Warriors. Steph Curry is very good. Nobody else on that Warriors roster is very good. So 5 points, I just think, is way, way too much for two teams that are probably pretty much even. And we're going to ride the Dallas Mavericks plus the 5 today versus the Golden State Warriors. All right, let's get into some soccer and some Champions League action. And what do we like in the Champions League today? We're going to go with Chelsea plus the half goal, minus 160 versus Real Madrid. And we're going to go Christian Pulisic goal plus the 320 in the matchup. Pulisic is in the starting lineup with an interesting form with Werner up front and then Mount and Pulisic right behind him there. I think this is good position for Pulisic here. And I think if anyone's going to give Real Madrid some problem, it'll be Pulisic here. So I look for a goal. I look for good value at the plus 320. Overall in the game, I really do think this probably will be a tie. So I would not be afraid to play that tie on the three-way here, but I really like getting Chelsea a half goal here. I think you got the chance for Chelsea to win this game outright. I don't know if Real Madrid can win this game outright or not, but Chelsea plus the half goal, minus 160, I really, really do like here as you win for the tie in the double result play here. But just think Chelsea has a better chance of sneaking at a goal, but I'm pretty sure both these teams are going to come out really, really defensive minded and just try not to give up anything and play for that second leg. So we're going to ride Chelsea here, plus a half goal, minus 160, and hope Pulisic can find a way to get open and get a goal here, plus the 320. Really good value, I think, on the 320 here. That's all we got in soccer. We'll be back with the Champions League, the big-time matchup tomorrow, PSG versus Man City. That should be really, really entertaining. I can't wait for that matchup. This is a pretty good matchup here too, Chelsea and Real Madrid, two powerhouses, but I think this style of play probably is not going to lead to too much of an entertaining game, but PSG Man City should be a lot of fun tomorrow. All right, let's go to Major League Baseball. We got 3 picks in Major League Baseball today. We're going to start out with the Chicago White Sox on the run line. White Sox minus 1.5, minus 125 with Giolito on the hill versus the Detroit Tigers and Urena. Urena's really struggled to start the season. White Sox should be able to get themselves right here and really, really bomb this away. Giolito had two really good starts, but one really, really bad one. That's why that ERA is where it is. I look for him to get right here versus Detroit. I know the run line at minus 125 is a tough take, but I think this is a pretty easy big win here. So White Sox minus 1.5, minus 125 with Giolito on the hill versus the really, really poor Tigers. Next up, you could probably guess from watching any of these other episodes or shows, we're going with the Phillies, minus 108 versus the Cardinals today and Carlos Martinez. We love taking against Carlos Martinez. He bit us a little bit last week. He had a really good start, but that I think that just means he's due for a really bad one. And also, we really like Eflin here for the Phillies. We've probably been taking him just as much as we've been playing against Martinez here, but Phillies at minus 108 with Eflin on the hill versus Carlos Martinez in the St. Louis Cardinals. Just have to go with it, and the value at 108 I think is really, really good. If you wanted to maybe jump on that Phillies run line at minus 1.5, I wouldn't be scared of that. The only down part there is the Phillies have really, really struggled on the road. I think they've only won like 3 games on the road so far this year. So I'm just going with the straight up minus 108 for the Philadelphia Phillies here over the St. Louis Cardinals. And next up, we got the Kansas City Royals at plus 100 versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Kansas City Royals are really the team of the season so far. Really been great money to be taken on the Royals. They've been winning at a high rate. Best team in this Central right now in the AL, which I don't think anybody could predict. The Pirates have been playing pretty good baseball too. They're like everybody else in that NL Central, and 500 or hovering around 500. But I just like this matchup here. I think Junis is a pretty solid pitcher for the Kansas City Royals. And I just like this value at even money. So we're going to ride Kansas City and Junis versus Pittsburgh Pirates and Anderson here. I think this will be nice money. All right, that's all the picks we have today. Told you it's a pretty light day and a pretty light show. I think tomorrow we'll have many more picks. I already took a peek at the tennis on Thursday. We should have a little bit more of that. We might get a handful more bets on the Champions League, since I think there'll be a handful of more goals in tomorrow's game. But definitely hope for some more action on tomorrow's games. Be sure to follow us at greenlightnetwork.org, Greenlight Network on Facebook and YouTube. Subscribe to us so you don't miss any of the action. We have all our draft coverage. Our NFL mock draft with Achilles Reign and Dynamite David is coming up too. But be sure to watch me and Dynamite David's player rankings of the NFL draft, and then me and Achilles Reign's AFC and NFC team needs. Whole lot of draft coverage this week, so be sure and watch all of that. You can find me, GLNChamp5, on Twitter and Instagram. That's our show. May the odds be ever in your favor, and we're out.